Listen, before I get into this, I gotta warn ya. Don't ever trust nobody too much, not even the ones you call family, because sometimes the person you'd catch a bullet for is the one pulling the trigger. My name's Nate, and what happened to me? Man, it's straight out of a nightmare. I'm 27 now. My life used to be simple. Just me, my mom, and my two sisters, Maya and Chloe. My dad? He left before I even finished high school. See, my grandpa was loaded. He had buildings, businesses, and a whole lot of cash. When he passed, he left a will. He said my dad should get a house first. Then the rest of the brothers split the money. But my uncles, Rick and Joe, they were snakes. They hid the will and cheated my dad out of his share. My mom, she was a firecracker. She kept pushing my dad to fight back, but he was too chill. Eventually, the fighting between them got so bad that he divorced her and just vanished. Moved overseas. Word is he got rich out there, but he cut us all off. He sends money every month, but we haven't seen his face in years. So it was just us, living in a rented apartment, struggling to keep our heads above water. When I graduated high school, I wanted a car so bad. Every kid my age had a ride, but my mom looked at me and said, "Nate, I ain't got it. You gotta grind. Make me proud, buy your own car, and one day, buy us a house." That hit me deep. I locked in. I got accepted into a college in a big industrial city, way far from home. It was lonely, man. My mom told me to take my cousin Zane with me. Zane was my best friend. My brother. We shared every secret, but Zane stayed back in our hometown for his own school. I moved to that city with $0. I had to borrow cash for the flight from Zane. I was living on bread and cheese, walking miles to class because I couldn't afford a bus. But I didn't quit. I studied like a beast, graduated with honors, and landed a job with a massive salary. Life-changing money. I finally bought my dream car. I was finally winning. So I'm sitting in my new apartment, and I'm thinking, it's time. I'm stable. I need a wife. I called Zane and told him, "Yo, I'm gonna propose to Jade." Jade was our cousin, Uncle Ben's daughter. I'd known her since we were kids. Zane was acting all hyped, like, "Bro, I'm gonna cry tears of joy for you." He told me Jade was perfect and I should definitely go for it. The wedding was huge. I got a big, beautiful apartment for Jade in the industrial city. I wanted her to have everything. But the moment we moved in, the vibe went cold. On our first night, I asked her if she liked the place. She just said, "It's fine," and went to sleep. She didn't want to go on the honeymoon. She said her mental health was messed up because she missed her parents. Days turned into weeks. She'd sleep all day. I come home from work, and the house was a mess. No food, no clean clothes. One morning, I didn't even have a clean shirt for work because she forgot to wash them. I had to go to the laundry at 6 a.m. just to have something to wear. She was always on her phone, and the second I'd walk in, she'd lock it. Then, the episodes started. I'd find her in the kitchen at 3 a.m., washing clean dishes in the dark, humming a creepy song. When I'd turn on the light, she'd fall to the floor screaming, pulling her hair, yelling that someone was hitting her. I was terrified. I thought she was possessed. I took her to the ER, but the doctor said, "Nate, she's 100% fine. No physical issues." I called my mom, crying. She told me to bring a spiritual healer, so I brought an expert to the house. He watched her act out for an hour. Then he pulled me aside and whispered, "Nate, she's faking it. I've been doing this 16 years. She isn't reacting to the prayers. She's just putting on a show." My heart stopped. I waited for him to leave. Then I walked into the room. I looked her in the eye and said, "I know, the doctors know, the healer knows. You're lying. Why?" Her face changed. The possession act just vanished. She looked at me with cold eyes and said, "I can't live with you. I don't want you. Just divorce me." I didn't even argue. I divorced her right then and there. I booked her a flight and she packed her bags like she'd been waiting for that moment her whole life. She left and I was a wreck. My health declined. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. 3 months later, I returned home to visit my mom, only to find the house silent and my sisters, Maya and Chloe, looking ashamed. My mom sat me down, trembling, and revealed that Zane was getting married soon. When I asked who the bride was, her eyes fell to the floor as she said, "He's marrying Jade." The news hit me like a ton of bricks, and I rushed to confront Zane, only to be met with cold indifference. He dismissed my feelings, saying Jade never wanted me and that I needed to get over it. Back home, I lost it and yelled at Maya, demanding to know if she knew about Zane and Jade's relationship. She broke down and confessed that they had been together in secret for years, even before my proposal. The betrayal cut deep. My sisters and mom had all known but chose silence to avoid drama. Zane had manipulated me into marrying Jade just to keep her close, then waited for her to drive me away. It felt like my whole life had been a setup, orchestrated by the very people I trusted. Feeling utterly betrayed, I severed ties with everyone involved. Now, I'm back in the industrial city, feeling alone while they prepare for the wedding. To add insult to injury, they even sent me an invitation. It's hard to fathom the audacity of it all. This situation has left me questioning who the real snakes are, Zane, Jade, or my own family for their silence. I want to hear your thoughts. Who do you think betrayed me the most? Share your opinions in the comments. And if you found my story engaging, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Your support means everything. Remember to stay safe and be cautious about whom you trust. Peace.